Hope we're well. Hope we're well. Just trying to get the mic sorted out. Hopefully it's working. Good evening, one and all. Welcome to tonight's stream. It's Monday, the 28th of July, which I can't believe that July is disappearing before my very eyes, and I'm totally not ready for it. But tomorrow we're doing a league race with TCSRL, which is Rita's crew. And to say I'm not prepared is an understatement. Watched a couple of replays from last week to try and get a bit of a handle. And I'm in a right crossroads at the moment because I'm not sure whether to go with the Jaguar, which seems pretty quick, or the Genesis that I am comfortable in. I'm thinking this late in the day, I may well just go with the Genesis. But we're running that race twice tonight, and then 2 Gr.3 races. I am indulging myself with a couple of Gr races. Igor is the first in the chat. He says, let's go. Jack Kobe was here really early, but welcome, Jack. Jack's got a new recruit, I believe, in the wings. We shall see. Good evening to you too. Zach says, good news, no more lag for me. Looks like he's got his internet sorted out. So congratulations, my friend. Simon Williams is in. Good evening. Boots and Cats is in already. Welcome to you. And Rita, of course, is hopefully going to be racing with us this evening to get some practice on that race. Doing it twice, Rita, if you are around. And Welsh Boy is in as well. So what I'm going to do is we will head straight across to the game screen. And well, no, I don't want to change my car. I might go with the Jaguar first of all and just see what happens. A few people said to me, why are you going with the Genesis? Go with the Jaguar. After the update, the Jaguar was pretty good. So we're going to give it a go and just see what happens. As I said, and you can see on the screen here, we're at Autodrome Maggiore for the first one. Then we're off to Watkins Glen in the Gr.3s. Then we're coming back to the Gr.4 for Maggiore again. And then we'll be heading off to Brands Hatch in the Gr.3s. Those are the 4 planned races. I say planned because I'm intending to do those races. Let's just create a room. What I'm going to do at the end of those 4, I don't know. I haven't even looked at the daily races yet. And with everything that's going on at the moment, I might or might not be getting into those this week. Not quite sure. We shall have to see. And I need to catch up with... good, Rita's here all evening. I need to catch up with Rita and just double check all the details for tomorrow. We're going to be starting early. I think we're starting at 8 o'clock, which means I might have to be on a little bit earlier than that, maybe. I'll tell you what I've done. I've done it wrong. I've done it wrong, guys. Hang on. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. I've set that up as the wrong room. Let's just give that another try. Load that. And I want it to be friends only. Let's just create the room. And I'm going to need to make sure that I'm friends only to be sure. Speedy's in. What is your pick on Max getting a 1 penalty for slow driving at Gr.4? But Russell's... Oh, I'm not even going to go there, my friend. I'm not... Yeah. Formula One and their rules at the moment. It seems to be whoever is flavour of the day. That just seems to be the way that it is. That was a shame. We had loads of people jumping in there, but never mind. I mean, maybe if we haven't got very many people in, we'll open up as public. But hopefully you're going to go friends initially anyway. But no, I'm keeping out of all the F1 rules at the moment. It does seem to be one day it's one and another day it's something else, which is a real shame, if I'm honest. As a long-time spectator, one of the things you want is consistency throughout the sport, and that includes the applying of penalties. The only thing I will say is that, you know, George, I think that was his first infringement, whereas Max seems to be pushing the limits at the moment and getting a lot of penalties. So maybe they're coming down a little bit more harsh on Max. I've done the same around my own channel. You know, 1 or 2 infringements, I tend to be a little bit forgiving. And then once you start getting to the point where somebody is racking up the infringements, then you come down a bit harder, as I have done recently. Maybe that's what the FIA is doing. Maybe they're just turning around saying, Max, we've had enough of your shenanigans. You got to play by the rules, or we're going to do you for it. Who knows? Who knows? We all know. Yeah, we shall see. But yeah, not going there. Right. Okay. So, sorry about restarting the lobby. I had it set up as private, as public, which I want to go friends this evening, if at all possible. I want to try and get back to friends only racing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday, and then just keeping Thursday as a recruitment day for the moment. Jack Kobe says dailies are not fun this week. I haven't even looked at them. Don't even know what they are. I mean, only daily race B and C that I'm interested in looking at, but I haven't even looked at them. I want to put my time into practicing and getting myself sorted out for tomorrow. Yeah, we shall have to see. So we got Welsh boys in the F-type. I'm in the F-type. Rita's jumped into the Hurricane this time. She was in the F-type, I think, last week and did very well. I think got second. Simon's in the V8 Vantage. Quite like the look of the Vantage. I'm not quite sure what Jack's going to jump into. Daily C, not got a bad time, but it's hard. The old F1 car around Monza. Interesting. Good evening, Greg. Good evening to you, young sir. Yeah, interesting that they're moving up, introducing things other than the GR cars all the time. So, I mean, I applaud PD for that. I would like to see a few more of the other cars. Forgive me, I'd even quite like to see some road cars coming in. That would certainly shake things up. That would certainly shake things up. So, yeah, we shall see. Right, I'm just going to dive out on track just for a moment, just to see what this car's like. I'm not sure about this. I hasten to add. There's a few people that said, try the Jag, it's a lot better after the update. Ollie, good evening. Hope you've all had a really good weekend. I had a cracking weekend. Joe and I spent most of it out in the garden. I am as stiff as old boots. Even now, I'm as stiff as old boots. We got all of the borders dug. We got all of the plants in. Joe went a bit crazy at the garden centre. Crazy good. Crazy good. Never give a gardener a budget. She just spent a whole lot bar 50 quid. But she's got some great plants. It's starting to look really nice. So we've just got to get the patio and the pergola in now. And then that will be the garden pretty much done for this year. We've got the larger plants, like the shrubs in. And then we'll be starting off with a few of the annuals next year. For now, we're not going to spend too much money on those as we're getting towards the end of the season. I tell you what, this Jaguar doesn't feel too bad, you know. Just put a wheel on the grass. Don't go up on the grass. That is the corner that gets me. I want to go around there like Jack and a few of the faster guys are doing. I throw it off the track all the time. Still haven't quite got that one sorted. Need to hold the brake longer to that corner. Right, it is 10 past. It is time for us to go racing. Only 6 of us. Bit disappointing. Oh, Rita swapped again. She's in the Vantage now. So we've got 3 F-types. 2 Vantages and a Swift. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very, very, very interesting. Dean, good evening. Good evening. I am well, thank you. Hope you are too. Yes, so yeah, it was a good weekend. And then today, I was building all my units behind me. I've got display case are all of the models in there. A few people asking me when am I going to do another rig room update video. I will be doing one when the room is finished and complete. There's a couple more little bits and pieces I want to do in here, and things aren't exactly as I want them at the moment. So as soon as that's done, I will do another video. When that will be though, I'm not quite sure. We shall have to see. Danny, good evening. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I don't know how many people will be watching this at this precise moment in time, but those of you that reached out to me during the latter part of last week and over the weekend about potentially possibly racing with PSR, thank you for your interest. I've got 1 or 2 agreements have been processed, and I've contacted you guys to let you know that you are now a registered racer, so you'll be able to race this evening. If you're considering it and you haven't yet, please drop me an email and I will send you some details on how to join PSR. And it would be good to try and get the old numbers back up a bit. Very, very interesting to see how this Jaguar compares to the Genesis that I may well run in the 3rd race this evening. I know I've hit a penalty. That's one thing I didn't want to do. I'm picking up a penalty there all the time. I'm not quite sure exactly where I am picking that penalty up. It is one of the things I have got to work out for tomorrow. I may well need to watch this replay back. I broke myself there. Quite a lot of people go very, very, very wide into that corner there. Got to get my angle better through there. Jack takes a completely different line through there. Let's get this paid. And we'll see if we can get into another run. I need my fan on, it's getting warm in here already. So let's watch Jack's lines through this little run through here and just see where I'm getting that penalty. See, he's gone quite wide there, kept the wheel in there. He's got a half second as well. I wonder where he's getting it though. I didn't really see him go off the track, if I'm honest. Quite a lot. The other thing I do is I wind up on the grass out there quite a lot. Braking a bit earlier than me. Race done a 2:06.9. I think that's in the Swift. if I remember correctly. He's phenomenally quicker than me. I don't suspect I'm going to do very well tomorrow. I'm just out to enjoy myself and get out in racing with other people. Oh, another half second. Okay, keep the wheels within the white line, I think, is the key thing here. Yeah, just out to just enjoy myself, enjoy the experience. Don't expect to do overly well. Sometimes that's not what it's all about. It's all about winning. Sometimes it's challenging yourself, getting out there with other people. See how we go. The thing that's annoying is I still haven't really decided which car I'm going to run. I tried all sorts. Tried the Genesis, which we're okay in. Tried the Aston Martin. Now tried the F-Type. So I'm looking to be pretty slow in that at the moment. Jack Kobe's saying bleep penalties. I know how you're feeling. Has anyone got one of them tables that show what's been increased, decreased in GR cars? There is one in the Discord, my friend. There is one in the Discord. I think Grenster might have put one up last week. Let me just plug my fan in and get that turned on because it's already getting pretty warm in here. Just get that on. Move that chair back. It's better. Ooh. Yeah, so that Swift is looking pretty good. Welsh Boy in the F-Type in second. Jack Kobe in third in the F-Type. Rita's in advantage. A good second and a bit ahead of me. Interesting. Let's get into this one. See how we go. So we've got Greg White, Welsh Boy, Jack Kobe, Rita, me and Simon. Let's get into this and see how we go. Rita's saying I don't know which car either. I am so struggling. I've just tried the Jaguar because I think it was after Friday several people messaged me and said try the Jaguar, it's had a big old increase. And so I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. I was going to try and run it over the weekend, but Joe and I, as I said, we were out in the garden all weekend, and by the time I came out of the garden, I was so worn out. Trying to race would have been crazy. So we didn't do that. Let's take it careful through this first few corners. This isn't one of my better tracks. Not one that I race very often. But it's coming a very popular track. I think it was in one of the daily races recently. I think, might be wrong. And since then, a lot of people seem to like it very much. Greg went a bit deep into there, I think. Might have just cut that corner, trying to give Rita some room on the outside. Maybe not. Maybe we got away with that. She's still there. a penalty. That's my slow corner. That is my slow corner. Whenever I've tried to speed up through there, I've wound up in the grass and in trouble. That's a corner cut that we need to avoid. Running across the grass there, unfortunately Rita's just picked up half second. That's one that we need to watch for. So we're 2.2 behind Greg at the moment out front. I was about to say that Rita and I are just managing to hold on to the back of this forward group. They do seem to be pulling away just fractionally at the moment. Oh. Right, where does that limit kick in? I was over the line there, I thought I was, as was Rita. So I know where I'm getting that penalty now. Wow, Greg's fallen well back. Not quite sure how, I didn't see what happened. Aston Martin's got some grunt down the hill here. Holding on to the gears a little bit too long. Interested. I had a half second, Rita had a full second, and she's still come out ahead of me. It's not necessarily what I was expecting. It looks like the Aston might be a better car compared to the Jaguar. Over again, just trying to push a little bit too much through that corner. Rita's learnt a lesson, I haven't. We're on the grass. Second penalty to serve. Nobody behind me, so I can stay on track. Uphill. Gravel. This Jaguar feels just a little bit lethargic compared to the Genesis. See, Simon's caught up as well in the other Aston Martin. That said, the other F-types are going well. I think they're in first and second. I don't think it's much to do with the car, I think it's to do with the driver. Isn't it always? Martin's catching. It is some 4.5 seconds down the road now. Since I had that additional penalty, I just seem to have got slower and slower and slower. Got out 2:13 with that penalty. Going third. Yeah, we need a lower gear. Some oomph. We certainly have some good lessons with regards to track limits in this one. So, lessons learned. Back in the 210s again. I want to know what times Rita's doing in that Aston Martin. Simon's coming back at me again. Just 0.3 behind. Rita's 5.2 down the road. She's just got quicker and quicker and quicker. Seems to have got slower and slower and slower. Simon's going to get by me as well with that penalty. Not really feeling that F-type, if I'm honest. Rarinelle, she's just that good. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Jack Kobe says, well, what am I doing wrong in that Jag? I didn't like the Jaguar. I have to say, didn't really like it. Jack Kobe, I really didn't like it. I didn't like it either. No, not for me. Not for me, not for me, not for me. We may well come back to that race at the end and run it again and again and again and again. Multiple times, I think. We'll have to see what happens. Right. Okay, so now we go on to a Gr.3, and then we'll come back to that race again. Where are we? Endurance models, the one we're after. Whoa. Right, it's at 40. Let's just get out there and see what we can do around here. Wow. Coming out these corners in second and still biting me. are we? 37. Couple more minutes. Trying to get the power down out of that corner is catching me out quite a lot. Need to squeeze the power on rather than jumping on it. Again, another steering correction. Learning. I know Jack does not change up through here. He goes through here in fourth. Oh. Corner again. I think I'm better off just going third gear through there. Right, it is 20 past. Let's get into this one. See how we go. We've got Jacoby, Greg White, Welsh Boy, me, Dr. Fury, Zach Vroom, Rita and Simon. Can I just ask everybody to please abide by the PSR rules, keep it polite, keep it respectful, both in the chat and on the track and racing. If you do bump somebody by accident or otherwise, please just simply give the place back. If you're in the PSR chat room, please keep it quiet, keep it respectful. And in the chat too. Right. Let's get going. Although it isn't the PSR chat room, I must stop referring to it as that. Oh, slow getaway there. Terrible getaway. This BMW does seem to be a bit bad off the line, if I'm honest. Sorry, Jack, I'm sliding again. Cover the inside, Jack says. Cover the inside, I am. A little bit of a squeeze going into here. And go around the outside. Big slide through there. Jack Kobe's showing me how to control a slide. I had understeer, he had oversteer. There's a difference. Gone for the inside. Greg was there as well, so I just took that easy. I want to stay with these two guys and not wind up in the barrier. Boy pushing me now. Oh, too deep. Just pushed the brake in a little bit too much there. Let him through. Definitely slowing up these guys behind me. I am the cock in the battle. The cork is unleashed. Through goes Welsh boy. Here comes Greg. Oh, the pressure of having Jack behind me. I've gone too wide. All these little nudges is just telling me that I'm too slow through some of these, or the exits of the corners. Oh no, my first track limit warning. Right at the end of the race. See Jackson closing. That was hard work. Oh boy, that was tough. Big tough race that was. Barack, good evening. Yes, I've settled into the new place. Definitely looking good. Vic, good evening as well. Good evening. Loved your video about your Aston Martin day at Brands Hatch. Looked really good. Looked like you had an absolute blast. Which of the three cars did you like best? I did like the safety car, the first one you went out in. Really did look like a nice car. Jose, good evening. Yes, of course you can join the next one, Jose. Definitely jump in. Definitely jump in. Jack Kobe, I couldn't get past you though. I was trying to defend. Really trying to defend. So the DB9 was your favourite. Cool beans. Cool beans. Right, okay. We are heading back. No qualifier on this one. We're just going to go straight into it. We are going to go straight into it. We've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Welsh Boy, me, Drak Fury, Zach Vroom, Rita, Simon. Just waiting for Jose to join, and then we will get going. I think that, Vic, you should join in on this one, and you should jump into the DB9. That's my thinking. Mind you, it'd have to be the Vantage GT3. Is Jose going to join us? Felt most comfortable in it, but that first one he was afraid of. Any car recommendations for the next one? Fiat 500, Fiat Abarth. That'll do you. The RA LMS Evo 19 is quick. The endurance model's quick. But I want to get this one underway, so just go grab a car and join us. Go grab a car. Come on, my friend. Just any old GL3 will do. Any old GL... No, Jack, I'm just going to go with it as it is. Just going to go with it as it is. Come on, Jose. Jack gets the old Beetle. Yeah, he should do, shouldn't he? I am going as it is. I'm just waiting for Jose to join. Come on. If he hits 55, I'm going. Regardless. 55 and we are racing. Yeah, Jack, go in the Audi, mate. Go in the Audi with the other guys. There you go. I would be. I'd be doing the Audi if I could. Right. Let's get this one underway. It hates the bus stop curbs. Oh, well, if he bumps off, that would be good. Let me see if I can go side by side with Jack Kobe through the bus stop and put him on the curbs. Maybe I might win. Maybe I might actually be able to finish ahead of him. There's no chance of that. No chance whatsoever. Not in a bazillion years. DT! Good evening, good evening, good evening. Got so many people popping in to say hello today. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate your support for the channel. Really, really, really do. Thank you so much. Right, let's get this one underway and see how we do. Oh, a bit slow off the old mark there. My reaction times are awful at the moment. Not sure if I bumped Zach into that first corner. Not sure. Hoping I didn't. Let's just let him through anyway. That undoes any misdemeanor if there was one. Very squeaky chair today. I don't know why. Oh, can't read the chat. Boy's so much quicker than me in that Audi. Got too deep into there. no. Boy. Wow, he's going away from me. By quite a lot. Laps after this one. Oh no, it's a penalty. It's annoying, that penalty, because you lose so much time going through there like that. Yeah, it gives you a penalty as well, so it's lost time and more lost time, and then catching up to speed, more lost time. Moral of the story though is don't do it. Welsh boys now 4.1 ahead. .2, 4.3. Away further and further and further. Even more now. We serve this penalty. Are you going to bed, Missy? .1, 5.2. Oh no, stay on. Did I keep a wheel on there? didn't. Well, fourth place has vanished away from me. Now it's all about trying to keep fifth place. Cable with the 144, my best is the 147, but I'm actually liking those times. 147's pretty consistent through there. Vic's saying I'm not the Stig, but I am his untalented cousin. I'd just like to be his cousin. DT, what's up? I don't see the lobby. DT, are you a registered racer? Are you a registered PSR racer? Because you need to be registered with PSR to race this evening. Jack Kobe, I was quicker in that than the M6. I think that the Audi is a quicker car than the M6, if I'm honest. But hey ho, that's fine. I'm staying with the M6 because that is the car that we are racing. Right, we're going to heading back. What I didn't do last time, I think, was the result. I think I forgot to do that. It's trickier to drive. Ah, yeah, yes. I think Greg's been telling me that. But once you master it, it's quick. Jack Kobe was your winner with a 144.8 and the fastest lap. I apologise I didn't do this for the first race. Greg White in second with a 145.5 and Zach Vroom in third with a 145.7. Welsh Boy in fourth. I got fifth. Too many penalties. Drat Fury sixth. Rita seventh. Simon in eighth and Momentary in ninth. Your top three, Jack Kobe, Greg White and Zach Vroom in the R8, R8 Hurricane and R8. So the R8 does look to be a very quick car. Now, my question, my friends, is what car do I use? We're going back to Autodromo Maggiore. So Vic just did up an Audi TTS, tricky but rapid. I don't know what car to use. Jack's gone for a TT. I really don't know what to do. I really don't know which car to use. I did it in the Jaguar first up for the first race, just to see how it went. I mean, Rita's still bouncing around cars. I've seen her do the Jaguar. I've seen her do the Genesis. I've seen her do, I think, the Genesis, Jaguar last week. Earlier on, she did the Aston Martin. Now she's in the Cayman. Zach Froome is in the Scirocco. Jack Kobe's gone for the V8 Vantage. I don't know, what should I go for? What's happened to the G70? Nothing. It's just been nerfed. It's been nerfed. And I'm just, a lot of people said, try something else. It's very, very, very difficult to know what to do. Very, very, very difficult to know what to do. if I go join, then DT, that will give you the details. Basically, just drop me an email to PlayStation_Racer@outlook.com. I'll send you some details. I'm going to go quarter past for this one. Yeah, we're on a friends lobby, friends only lobby tonight. I did quite a few public ones last week, but I've gone back to friends tonight. So, yeah. Rita says, go with what you are comfortable with. That is probably the best bit of advice ever. Greg's gone back with the Suzuki Sport, the Suzuki Swift. It's just so difficult to know what to do. GR4 now, yes. We've gone GR4, GR3, GR4, GR3. We're doing the same track on the GR4s twice. We're doing this twice tonight. And the GR3 is 2 different tracks. And I could well come back to this again in a minute. I bet all the TCSRL guys, they know what car to use. I'm going to jump in there and they're all going to be in the same car and I'm panicked. It will literally be panic stations. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm in the wrong car. What am I going to do now? Zach's going to see if the Scirocco is rapid on the straights. The thing is, I'm not overly quick around here. So, even if I get the better car, some of the guys around here are going to make me look slow, even if I've got the meta car. I'm just not quick around this particular track. Gravel there. Kobe says the Aston feels good. I did try the Aston Martin last week. Where are we? 13 minutes past. A couple of minutes and we'll be off. Is saying we normally have a right odd mixture of cars. That's going to be nice actually. We get a mixture of cars. I'm just along to enjoy myself anyway. Coming up for time. This does seem to turn better than the Jaguar. Or maybe it's just because it's what I'm used to. past. Nobody behind me. Let's bail. So we've got 10 runners: Jack Kobe, Greg White, Welsh Boy, me, Jack Fury, Zach Vroom, Momentary, Rita, Simon. Normsy's in the room. This is gonna be fun. Oh, I'm glad Normsy's in. I'm glad he's in. For those of you who haven't seen it, go and check out his channel. He was given a 3 Aston Martin runs around Brands Hatch as a present from his workmates. I think it was for his birthday, but don't quote me on that. I nearly said an age, but that would have been really bad. And it looked, he did a video the whole day, and he looked like he had an absolute ball. Brilliant fun. I did an Aston Martin around Silverstone a while ago, and it was the best experience ever. Not least because I did a lap around Silverstone doing about 20-30 mile an hour. It was the best lap of them all. That corner, I've got to work on that corner. Some of the other guys go a lot deeper into that corner than I do. What I really need to do is one very good lap in this car. And then that will give me some idea of how good it is. I haven't quite got my brake points for around there. Mind you, help when you're constantly changing cars. Less than 24 hours before the big race. At least the likes of Max and George Russell and Lewis Hamilton don't have this problem, do they? What car should we run? Well, the one that you're paid to race. But it's rubbish. But that's what you're paid to race, just get on with it. It's still great. Starting to get to grips with the track. I'm starting to really like the flow of the track, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a positive. That's about the only positive. That's the positive. I think I can brake later into that corner now. You can hear my rig rumbling. Tyres gripping the corners. going to get one more in here. Let's see what we can do. Is that a corner cut? Rita's done a 2:07, 2 seconds quicker than me. Slow through there. Still think we need to study this lap and the replays a little bit more. We're going to be doing this in the Moonshine Cup tomorrow. We've got 2:08. Rita's topping the bill at the moment. Jack Kobe says Aston's just feel a little bit off the pace. That's what I found last week a little bit. As Rita just seems to be going quicker and quicker and quicker. Has she found her metacar? So Rita is going to, mind you, some of the guys at the back are sandbagging, so just bear that one in mind. Rita, then me, then Momentary, then Drat Fury, Normsy, Greg, Jack Kobe, Welsh Boy, Zach Vroom and Simon are your runners. Zach Vroom and Simon didn't set times. I think Greg White, Jack and Welsh Boy are all looking to come through from the back of the pack. We'll see how we go. Let's get out there and see what we can do. Right, let's see what we can do here. So we're back in the Genesis that we like. Rita is a full second a lap faster than me. So let's see if we can just cling onto her back bumper. See any brake lights there. I don't seem to be able to go through there flat. comes Greg. Just looking at Rita's lines through there, but what I really need is to let Greg through and watch Greg's lines through there. He's pretty quick. Rita is very quick too, so just watching and learning and trying to watch the car in front and the car behind, what lines they're taking. Right, we'll set this one up so we can get the inside for this corner. If Greg doesn't get too far ahead, it's his corner. Going quiet, guys. This is full on concentration here. Especially when we're going side by side through these corners. All wrong. I'm on the gravel. Panicking now. You can see all those cars coming up from behind. We've got the half-second penalty. Just throwing it all the way a little bit at the end here. A little bit more practice, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll go with the Genesis. We know the car. Might not be the quickest, but we know it and we've got confidence in it. Not easy going through it side by side. Whoa. I think I got in Greg's way there to let him through. He's tucked in behind me. Pulled over to let him through. Sorry, Greg. I didn't see you coming up that fast behind me when I pulled back over on the racing line. Oh, how come we got half second? I thought I was good through there. We're definitely going to have to do this one again at the end, I think. Learning all the time. Learning all the time. Oh, Rita's made a mistake. I know. He was going so well. Through goes Rita! Literally! Oh, gravel again. Oh, Greg followed me in. Okay, trying my line ever so slightly differently through there, and a couple of times it's been fine, a couple of times when I've changed the line ever so slightly I've wound up in the gravel, so let's not make that change. Oh, that was a bit deep. Wow. Good evening, Ollie. I'm well. Super Seuss Racing, good evening to you too. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Right, okay, so I think what I'm going to do, because I need more practice at this, I think the G70 is my car, if I'm honest. I know that Zach likes that Scirocco, and the Scirocco's not a bad car, if I'm honest. But I'm liking the G70. Had a few penalties there that cost me badly. I think for safety I might go with the 70, but we're going to come back and do that again at the end of the next race. So we'll do the next one first of all, and then we'll come back to this one. I know that the Cayman will kill me, so I'm not going anywhere near the Cayman. As much as I like Porsche cars, I can't drive them to save my life. So we won't try that one. Zach, I'll take P9 to P1. Greg, I tried to bump draft you, but I misread the speed. Oh dear. Jack Kobe says, that was great racing. P2 to P6. Vic, my word, humiliated again. No, you're not humiliated because you gave it your all, and that's what matters. Normally, I would be dropping back and racing with you, but for the moment, I'm trying to get to grips with these cars. But Zach Vroom in the Scirocco with a 207.2, your winner. Jack Kobe in second with a 207.220. So it's a 211 versus a 220. But the fastest lap was Welsh Boy in the Citroen with a 207.1. Rita in fourth. Greg White in fifth. I got sixth. Drac Fury seventh. Jose, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. It's Jose, I'm assuming. Or Momentary in 8th, Simon in 9th, and Normsy in 10th. What car was he in? NSX, not an Aston Martin. Zach Vroom in first, Jack Kobe second, Welsh Boy in third. Should we try the Scirocco? I had a lot of luck with the Scirocco around Bathurst in one of the daily races a little while ago. The meta car was the GTR, the Nissan GTR. I decided to go for the VW and was doing very, very well. Who knows? DT was the GR4 or GR3. That was the GR4. This one is, we're back to the GR3s now. Bingers, enjoying this racing. I'm glad you are. I'm glad you are. If you haven't already, guys, please smack the like button. If you're new around here, please consider hitting that subscribe button because it will really help me no end, and I will be very, very grateful. And I might even try and race harder. Of course, tonight I am streaming, managing everything, and watching the OBS and everything else. Whereas tomorrow night I won't be. We're going to be starting early. Can't remember what time we're starting, Rita. DT, you sent an email to register. What's your? Do you want to send me a friend request? DT, send me a friend request really quickly. $8 we're starting, says Rita. 8 o'clock. Is that when, do we start practice at 8 or actually starting racing at 8? It's Mitchell-Morgan. Qualifying at 8. So ideally I want to be on about 7:30, just getting a few laps in. So yeah, if I can, I'll be on 7:30 tomorrow. Good night, Vic. Good night, my friend. Right, I'm just trying to get DT in at the moment. Just as a It's not a freebie, it's just a taster to see whether people like it. Zach says it's going to be the last race. How is DT doing? When did I say? It said we'll start 1:45, so we've got 3 minutes. Probably midnight, Bingus. DT, what's your PSN name? Because I've got loads in here. Are you Dev Polk? Yeah, okay. Right, jump in real quick. Okay, he's in. Right, so we got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Welsh Boy, me, Jack Fury, Zach Vroom, Momentary, D Polk, Rita and Simon, and we are going to be going in a couple of minutes. Let me just close my door. I don't know where Coda is. I think he must be downstairs tonight. Oh, just not used to having that there. Oh. I want to try and get the models back over my shoulder if I can. I think what I probably need to do in the summer months is just move this over there a bit. That might actually be better there. Right, where are we? Just under a minute and then we're going. Just under a minute. DT, if you like what you're seeing tonight, if you want to drop me, well, I think he's already dropped me an email. Oh, he sent it already, I think he's already sent me one. If any of you out there like what you're seeing and you want to come and race with us, happy to do a taster day as we're doing now, or drop me an email and I'll give you the details so that you can get into the races with us. Right, as soon as that goes, 1:45, I am going racing. So we've got Jack Kobe, Greg White. No qualifying again, so I'm just trying to get through a lot of these races tonight. So Jack Kobe, Greg White, Welsh Boy, me, Jack Fury, Zach Vroom, Momentary, D Polk, Rita and Simon. Normally I do qualifiers, as a lot of you know. Change that for the moment, just because I want to try and get back to Maggiore, and I might even run Maggiore 2 or 3 times tonight again, because we're doing that tomorrow. Come and watch. I'm joining TCSRL tomorrow for one of their league races, and I don't know what car I'm gonna be in at the moment. I might give the VW a go in a minute, but I'm favouring the G70 at the moment. And it's going to be my first league race for the longest time, because the last time I entered like a tournament, points paying race, outside of PSR did not end well, and it's taken a lot to get me to go back outside of PSR, but we're going to give it a go and see how things happen. Oh dear, let me just watch. I've got tap. We've got cars all over the place here. No. see, I often struggle to go from the Gr.4s to 3s to 4s to 3s. It's another reason why I was jumbling them up tonight. These tyres are warmed up now nicely. Whoa, and I've gone round. Just as we were saying that. Stop looking at the chat, stop looking at OBS. Get into the race with these guys. Oh, I think he went for an overtake then just as the yellow flag went up. Would have been a bit iffy. Oh, he's off. The whole first gear through there. It was a big old mistake on my part. Yeah, I will be streaming it tomorrow. But I'll be very, very quiet. Obviously it's somebody else's gig. And I need to be in the chat as well. See what happens when I start looking at the screen? My racing goes to pot. This is why I will not be looking at the chat tomorrow. You're going to see a very different side of me tomorrow. I will be very, very quiet, keeping my mind on what I'm doing. In fact, the chat will probably be closed down, the laptop. be looking at OBS either. Yellow flag. So many yellow flags today around here. Jack Kobe way out front, possibly with Zach, I'm not quite sure. And then we got this little group here. Oh, that's Jack Fury off into the barrier. Is going well, she's in third. Pushing my brake limits as much as I dare. I've got Greg behind me now. We've got another Audi in the mix here too. Oh no. Came out there in first gear again. Greg, go, mate. Getting my gears wrong. It's going to put me under a lot of pressure for the last part of this lap now. Dirty tyres. Jack Kobe says, well, that's one to watch back. Look at that, 0.118 between Jack Kobe and Zach Vroom. Woo! Wow. Wow, well done, Zach. Well done, Zach. I tell you what, around Brands Hatch, it takes something to cling hold of Jack Kobe's back bumper. Unless, I don't know how that was going, but Jack is quick around Brands Hatch. Very quick around Brands. So, yeah, that is probably one for me to have a nose at later on. I will share it for anybody who wants to look at it. But that sounds, I mean, when I was looking at the little mini map, that's not what I want to do. I didn't know whether there was one car or two car up front. So there was seriously nothing between them. First time back in a Ferrari in a few months. Jack Kobe was going for it. In that case, Zach, all credit to you. I salute you, my friend. I salute you. Wow, that definitely will be one to watch back. Definitely. So Jack Kobe did get the win with a 1:24.4 as the fastest lap. To win. The fastest lap was Zach Vroom, a 1:24.2. So just about 0.2 of a second faster than Jack Kobe. Rita with a brilliant third, a 1:26.2. I'm going to hold you to that when we do this in the championship, my friend. I want to see a third from you. There you go. Card has been marked. Brands Hatch, Rita, third place. There we go. Polk in fourth. Welsh Boy fifth. I got sixth. Greg White in seventh. Jack Fury in eighth. Momentary in ninth. And Simon in 10th. A couple of Welsh boys congratulating Rita, I think, with a nice smile. Zach doesn't really do the dailies. And he says, well, that's me done for today. Thanks for the amazing races. See you all next time. See you, mate. Thanks ever so much for racing with us. I am going to... Right. This won't be for everybody. But I am going to... I'm just going to go practice race. I'm going to save the settings. But the moment I'll leave it as private, but I will go public fairly soon on this. I'm going to be running this track, this race, for the rest of the night now. So for the next hour, I'm going to just be doing this one. Zach's doing one more. I did say I would give it a go. I was watching Zach in the VW. When was the last time I used the VW? A long time. Oh no, manufacturer order. Okay, no worries. I need to check on the tyres for tomorrow. I think we're running all compounds tomorrow, but it'll be interesting to see what we're doing. This isn't an exact science, because I think we're doing, Rachel, correct me, I think it's a half-hour race on all tyres. Yeah, and you can run anything, but you must run softs at some point. And I think it's a half hour. Good night, Jose. I will say good night for tonight. Thank you for the opportunity to race. See you next time. You are welcome, my friend. You are welcome. Yeah, half-hour race, 30-minute race. Now, what I might actually do is after this one, I might do a half-hour race. We'll do this one as a little 6-lapper. And then on the next one, might do half-hour race. Rita, you need to throw up what's the tyre and fuel for the next one, but for your race. And I'm gonna start this one in just a moment. So you guys need to tick in and be ready, because I'm going to start this one on the o'clock. Let's see if I can get this out early enough. Tyres 5 and fuel 4. Need to make a note of this. Bear with me a second. Just waiting for the other guys to tick in, and then we will get going. I just want to make a quick note of something, because I might actually do this in a moment. Let's do a new, what's it? Come on. So we are, tyres are 5. Fuel is 4. And we've got a 30-min race. Okay. I might try that in a minute. I might give that a whirl in a moment. I might even open it up. Well, no, public. While I've got 10, I don't really want to do that. So we've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Welsh Boy, me, Drat Fury, Zach Vroom, Polk, Ollie, Rita, and Simon. Let's get this one underway and we'll see how we go. Oh, Jack Kobe's gone with the TT. Now, so I've gone from rear-wheel drive to four-wheel drive to front-wheel drive. So this will be quite interesting. Welsh Boy, I love tyre wear and fuel races, and no one seems to do them. I love them. I absolutely adore them. People always whinge at me. People always whinge at me when I put tyre and fuel on. But I tell you what, it's coming back, so we will be getting back into the randomizer soon. Crumbs, that Mustang goes off the line. Quick. Poor Jack Kobe coming up behind me, and all my talent went out the window. It was all over the place. Really have got to stop doing that. car. Here comes Kobe. Thank you, Jack. Too wide into there. Deep. Don't know if that's a penalty, it could be. Just push my braking point just a little bit too late there. Trying so hard to stay with Jack. 207, 208, 208, a 2083, 2083. Jack's doing a 206. My times are nothing to shout about, but at least that's giving us some consistency. Jack's going off to chase after Zach now. It's 2.7 down the road, and Greg White is less than a second behind me now. .3, 3.4. Got to stop looking at the deltas and just get on with this. Because Greg's going to be on my back bumper quicker than I know it. There he is. There's gear there. Oh. Just keeping Greg under 3 seconds, but he's just gone out. Oh, go down too early there. He has hit the front. Oh no, 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 no. Put a wheel on the grass there. My first mistake. That is one of the things that worries me about tomorrow, is the longer races. I'm alright on a 5-6 lap race. As soon as I go longer, when I start to make mistakes. It's just concentration and being able to keep that concentration for long enough. Sorry, Welsh boy. Getting through. Bang of doors on the way through, which pushed him a little bit wide. found my car though. I think he was going to let me through. No way, not when I push you off. Jack Kobe says that TT is mint. Well, I like that. That Scirocco is pretty cool too. Should we try the TT? Similar to the Scirocco. I actually really enjoyed that Scirocco. It really, really surprised me. Really surprised me. It really surprised the living daylights out of me. Obviously, the TT is rear-wheel drive. You used the Scirocco at Bathurst when it was front-wheel drive only on dailies, if you remember. So is the GTR front-wheel drive? The Nissan GTR. Okay. The TT's front-wheel drive as well. The GTR is all-wheel drive. Because I was up against GTRs in that race. Because the GTR was the car of choice, if I remember rightly. Okay, tyres. 5 fuel 4. Not quite sure how many people we're going to get for this one. Good night, Jack. Thanks ever so much for racing this evening, my friend. And Zach's off as well. Good night, my friend. Good night, good night, good night. So we're losing. Oh, I'm gonna put a question up there. I'm gonna go public or friends. Let's see what people want to do. Good night, Drac. Okay, that'd be cool, Jack Kobe, the new fella that he was racing with last night. Jack was racing with somebody last night, and hopefully he's going to head over and race with us tomorrow, which will be good. We got 7 of us. Do we want to? Those of you that are in the race, do you want to go friends or public? Polk is public. I'm thinking public. Ollie wants to go friends. Let's see what Welsh Boy, Rita and Simon says. Welsh Boy is easy. I'm happy to stay as we are. More than happy to stay as we are. I don't think public will do 30 minutes either, Rita, if I'm honest. I think we'll stick with what we got. I'm going to stick with what we got. If you guys want to tick in, and we'll get this one underway. So the room settings aren't exactly the same as we'll be running tomorrow, but similar. They will be similar, because I don't know what weather we're doing and stuff like that, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens and how I get on with this car. Rita's trying the Ferrari now. Rita's really jumping around the cars all over the place. Sunset 04. Ooh. Right, let's start this one. We've got Welsh Boys in the Mustang. I'm in the Scirocco. Polk is in the Sylvia. Ollie's in the NSX, Rita's in the Ferrari, and Simon's in the Hurricane. Welsh boy has just jumped out of the Mustang. What's he? He's gone to the Citroen now. Okay, right, guys, don't change again. So I'm about to start the race. Let's get going. Let's see how we do. Ollie says, so we have to pit for sorts at some point. I don't know. I'm going to see how far these softs go. But you should be running softs. But I haven't set that mandatorily in this. It's not exactly the same as tomorrow. I'm just interested to see how far these softs will go. I could have set it as being mandatory softs. But I don't want to completely take everything away from what Rita's doing tomorrow. Proper front wheel drive understeer. The right old wheel's been on the front tyres. Oh! It's called the thread and the needle. Needs some room for the Citroen on the inside. Racing this like I'm going to be racing tomorrow. Hard. That was dodgy going between those guys. Woo. Of course, I don't know what tyres they're on. Quite that way through there. Watch these track limits now. Let's get a bit more rotation into there. We don't get in the gravel. Jack. I like the Scirocco. We're a bit too deep into there. I was just thinking about the old tyres, although I am really thrashing them at the moment. I'm a bit too deep into that one too. Let's stop looking at the chat. Can be a bit easier on the tyres tomorrow. Ooh. Good evening, Wayne. Thanks for joining us, my friend. The Welsh boy's got the fastest lap at 2:09.2. Don't look at the deltas when you're trying to race, Mitch. Right, got to think about these tyres now. When are they going to start really giving out? My thinking is I should be coming in this lap. It's only 4 laps, 10 minutes. Won the third of the race. Hulk's in on the softs. horrible feeling I've gone one lap too many on these tyres. Roger, already have. I've been on rear brake balance for almost the beginning of the race. As soon as I realised the fronts were rearing like that. We pushed it to the rear straight away. Just to get an extra lap or so out of these tyres. But thanks for the heads up. This is definitely one lap too many. A little bit of a slide in the slipstream there. Reach is quick. Rita keeps saying I'm the quicker driver, but no. depending on the tracks. Some I'm quicker, some she's quicker. We're about the same, we're about even, I would say. Absolutely, there you go. Wayne says massive improvement. Kudos, Rita. Now look at her go. And she's still trying out different cars. Okay, fourth out of there doesn't really work. I was trying fourth to see if I could limit the wheel spin. Bogged down a bit there. Right, let's see if we can close up now. Trading times at the moment. Yeah, I'm not quite sure which tyre she's on. I went for the mediums. I don't know whether she went for the hards. Also don't know whether these mediums are going to last the distance. I think they will. Scared of that gravel at the moment. I'm going through there slightly slower. Make sure I don't wind up in the gravel. Huge amount of wheel spin out of that one. See the Ferrari pulling away now where I was getting the wheel spin. Come on. It's pulling away again now. Just got to manage that wheel spin in this car. Closing up is one thing, getting by is another. Better braking point for that. Reed has gone defensive. This is all going to be on the radar now. Too deep. I know. No. Oh, and she punished me. Do it all again now. Do all the hard work, and then just when I'm being chased like that and I'm wondering where people are, all tends to go a little bit wrong. No way through here, so just do a little bit of a bump draft. Welsh boy says the lady's got rather good. I think she might have found her car as well. She's good enough, Ferrari. Like something different there, didn't work. Not fall back too far. She's up the inside. Take my proper line through there. If we've got a nice line through here, we should be up the inside. This is hard racing. Just getting a little bit worried about these tyres. Going to hold out long enough for me. It's not wheel spin. we all know Rita is a tyre whisperer. She's very, very good on her tyres. Very, very good. These tyres are gone. They are alongside. Love to know what tyre she's on. B-Fug, hello, how are you? Long time no see. Does anybody know what tyres Rita's on? Didn't happen to notice when she came out the pits. I'll make these last another 4 minutes at least. They are sliding all over the place. I think my tyres are gone. I'm doing good, my friend. These tyres have had it. The softs walked quite well, as in they would race at this point. These are sliding around all over the place on the fronts. As you can see, I've lost all grip. This has really thrown me. Thought that the medians would last a bit longer. What have we got? One more lap. Hoping it's one more lap. Missed in the gravel. Missed the wall there though. Last lap. Are these tyres going to hold out? Even Ollie's braking quite early. Rita's right there still. Burn away, but we are struggling. Lap times have dropped off massively at the moment. At least I think they have. Feels like they have. massive slide through there. Rita's all over me. Tyres are gone. My tyres have seriously gone. I've got nothing left. Sliding again. Guys, it's just all over the place. Oh my gosh. Only just came home ahead of Welsh boy there. Been chasing down massively. Yeah, tyres. Okay, tyres. Softs, mediums. Possibly not the way to go. Possibly not the way to go. Wow. Anything new with me? Oh, everything's new. Moved house. We've got new house. You're looking the other side of my head, so new haircut for you guys. Completely new rig room. Otherwise, no, same old, same old, same old. Ollie went medium soft. Yeah, I think you'll get away with it in the NSX and the Italia. That Scirocco is great, but it eats tyres. It does eat tyres, so I think I'm possibly going to have to go hards. We shall see. Or I'll risk it. What do you think I should do tomorrow? Do you think I should risk it? I don't know. I don't know. Difficult one. Ollie's mediums lasted 8 to 9 laps. Yeah, but this Scirocco absolutely eats them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and tea. And also I went 1 lap too far on the softs, really. Oh, let's get rid of the E. There we go. So Rita was on the mediums. Yeah, Rita was on the mediums as well. Wow. So we've got to run the softs at some point. Okay, this will be interesting. Very interesting. DT needs a new car. And Ollie says, Rita, your defending is so good. She's very good at defending. Very, very good at defending. I could close up, just couldn't get by. And Rita's just said there, amazing race, Mitch. It was a stunning race. It was brilliant. I loved that. Probably one of my favourites of the night. Ollie was your winner with a 2:08.1. Rita in second with a 2:08.6. I was in third with a 2:07.5. Welsh boy with the fastest lap, a 2:06.5. The only one in the 2:06s there. Polk in fifth and Simon in sixth. That is me for tonight. I am off to bed now. I am shattered. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of the races tonight, guys. Really, really, really enjoyed them. Am I ready for tomorrow? Not sure. I think I've finally found the car that I'm going to run in. I do like the Scirocco. I think we're going to run that car tomorrow. So the qualifying starts tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Hopefully I'll have a chance to do a few warm-up laps before that. So if all goes well, I'll be online about 7:30 tomorrow. Obviously, we'll be finishing earlier, but it could be close. I might have to just jump straight onto the PS5 for 8 o'clock. We'll have to see. Welsh Boy says, is there room for another racer tomorrow? I do not know, my friend. Oh, that was rubbish, wasn't it? I don't know. Rita would have to answer that question. I haven't got a clue, but it is a multi-week event. I'm doing the Moonshine Cup tomorrow, and I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know. I don't know who I'm racing. I don't know how good they are. I don't know what cars they're in. I don't know how prepared they're going to be. For me, I'm just going along for the experience. As I said earlier, this is the first league stroke championship stroke points paying race that I've done outside of PSR for probably getting on for 18 months. I did do one with Jack Kobe. That isn't entirely true. I did do a points paying race with Jack Kobe where I stepped in for his teammate, just one race at Michelin. But this is going to be the first time I've done a sort of a league outside of PSR. So nerves, they're off the planet. Off the planet. But hey ho, we'll see how we go. You don't know until you enter and try. So come and join me at 8 o'clock tomorrow latest, where I'll be joining TC SRL for the Moonshine Cup and just see if I can not come last. I may well do. Tune in and find out. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please smack the like button. If you haven't already, please smack the subscribe button. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great morning, night, evening, day, whatever you're doing. Have a great one. I'll see you tomorrow. For now, take care. Bye.